Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Cállate la Boca. I'm Sandra.
And I'm Nene 2.0.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you get notified every time we upload a new episode. And
No. This episode, I'm taking over.
you're taking over?
I'm taking over. Normally, you're the one
Okay.
that asks the questions, but this time, I'm running the show.
Okay.
And like always, we're always representing Gran Malo. This time, more chata flavor. And
We're going to need it today?
you're going to need it today.
Okay. I'm
And
nervous because I'm a little under the weather.
she's the one always asking truth or shots. But today, this is her moment. And her question for today for the truth or shot.
How many questions are you asking me, first of all?
Don't worry about it.
How many questions? You could.
It'll be like 8 questions.
Okay.
8 questions. But the
Okay.
first
8
one,
shots.
drum roll, please. Once you go black, do you ever go back?
What the fuck? um, I don't know. Yes. No.
Okay, she
You're
chose to
done.
answer that one, so she's not gonna take a shot on that one. But all right, let's introduce you a little bit. How you doing? How's your day today?
It's pretty good. Chilling. A good Sunday. I'm a little under the weather, so I've been cleaning and chilling. Nothing crazy.
Okay, what do you have going in your life? Projects? Anything?
Projects. Well, the podcast always is a project. It's fun, but it's definitely like a little headache because you never know what to put out. Like you always want to put something sick out there, and then you don't have like always topics to come up with or like people to invite. So it's kind of like it's been good so far, but sometimes it does get a little crazy. And then, of course, if you guys don't know, I have the Sweet Junkies, which is my sweets page, and my Ramos Buchones and stuff like that. So if you
Shout out.
guys, yes, so if you guys don't know that page, go follow it because that's the page that sponsors all the alcohol in this podcast. So yeah, that's what I got going on.
All right, hell yeah. Check out those pages if you didn't already.
Yes, I'll
But
put them down below.
yeah, all right, we're gonna get to it. So the first question I wanted to ask you, I'm ease into these, and then it's not gonna be in any particular order or anything. But
Okay.
all right, but the
I'm a
first
little
thing,
nervous because I don't know what you're gonna ask me.
it's nothing too crazy, but all
Okay.
right, the first one is, what's the craziest thing you've ever let slide in a relationship? Like, as far as like, what's something that you normally wouldn't tolerate, but because I know like you're super caring, like once you're in a relationship and stuff, so
Hmm.
your heart always takes over, so you're not always thinking at 100%. But what's the craziest thing you've let slide? Like toxic, what's
Uh
the most toxic you let
Definitely
something?
like physical violence.
Oh shit.
Once. And cheating.
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 All right, I didn't know about the first one, but
It was my first relationship ever, so I didn't have no form of experience. I didn't know that that was a thing,
I'm
but
pretty sure you know.
no, like I didn't know it was coming. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
okay.
Or I wasn't like wrapped up in it for like a long time. Like I did. It happened to me like once, maybe twice, and then that's when I was like, oh no. So it's not like I let it like slide many many times.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know about that one.
I know you were
Okay.
like you were like how old?
Like 8.
Maybe like 10 at most.
Yeah, I was a
Yeah,
kid.
so you're a kid.
Okay, that kind of segues good to the next question that I have for you, and it's gonna be, what's advice or regrets that you have for your younger self?
Regrets, many regrets. Definitely, I regret some of the friendships that I did put my heart and soul into. And definitely, there's one particular person I did date that I regret dating just because it was a really rough time in my life because of just obviously my fault too. But just being innocent, ignorant, not having the experience, and getting pretty much used. Um, uh, that definitely sucked. I would not want that to happen to anybody, but it also molded me into the woman that I am today, and that is why I'm so hard in my person today because of traumas and relationships from the past. Yes, but definitely I would be careful more dating if I could go back in time.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Hmm.
These are segueing perfectly. And so, like, my next question is, so you basically had to grow up a lot faster than you should because you had to take care of like me and my older brother, right?
Uh-huh.
So, how did that impact you? And were there any mental struggles with that? Or like, did it change you in any way where like you made you close yourself off or like have any like basically like mental struggles with that?
Okay, that's a good question. So if you guys don't know, which you guys should know by now, Victor's my brother, and then we also have an older brother. And I'm the middle child, and I'm the only girl. There's three of us in total, obviously.
I'm a girl
Two,
too.
two boys and me, myself, and I over here as a female. But yeah, I definitely had to take over growing up faster because we come from a single mother, and also being, immigrants, and then obviously like growing up trying to like make it in life, which we've been very blessed. So with that being said, I feel like now it hasn't affect it doesn't affect me in a negative way, but it does suck a little bit because I feel like it beats me. Like sometimes it'll get to my head where like now that I'm 30, I want to have kids, but I don't feel like I'm ready to have kids, but I want to. And I feel like it comes from being the nurturer of my family, but also because um I just feel like it's in me, but I'm so scared. So I guess it's kind of like made me scared to become a mom or to like have kids of my own, even though I really wanted, but I feel like it's not for me, but I want it. So it's like a battle that I have every single time, all the time.
Okay, flip side to that question. Let's say we never came over here to the United States and you knew what you knew. Like, if you're you, a version of you that like grew up in Mexico, do you think you'd be tied up? You'd have kids. You'd be the
Yeah, I think
traditional
so.
Mexican wife right now.
I kind of think that yes, I would be. I think realistically I would be. I do have like a 10% that maybe I wouldn't, just because I am very like feisty. I'm very like
She got that Latina heat.
yeah, and I'm like very like independent. Like I do have that personality of being independent. It comes from, helping my mom grow, my siblings, and just being the one to have to be like my mom's right hand side growing up. But I have that personality where um I don't let myself get like talked into being something that I'm not. Like even if I do get talked into it, I come back like no, like I may cause a problem or two because of that, but like I'll come back to
A
my
lot
own
of
self.
problems.
Yes. But I always come back to who I am, and I feel like that independence in me would probably make me not necessarily be like a housewife with kids traditionally in Mexico, but because Mexico is more like machista vibes, maybe I would fall into it for sure.
So, which one would you prefer though? Like, just having both of those sides.
Being in the age that I'm in, like just how I am in my life right now, I think I'm good with what I have and who I am right now, just because it also is a very ugly world to raise kids in. And I don't see the future that we had as a childhood, the last bit of like innocence. There's a lot of social media, a lot of problems that could be fixed and aren't. And I feel like it's gonna get carried on to if we have kids, where they're just gonna be like not as independent, not as like um knowledgeable in how to do a lot of things, like how to like necessarily cook and clean by a certain age, like personal hygiene, like you should, or like knowing how to mow the lawn and stuff like that. Like I feel
You don't
like
even do that shit.
yes, I do. I don't mow the lawn, but
Cap.
Chino does. Chino does. Like we're still very like, we're able to do a lot of stuff. And I feel like even with our stepbrother, he's very much like doesn't do any of the stuff that we did as at his age that he is now. So I feel like kids are not being as independent for the future as we have had the chance to. So no, I would not want to necessarily have kids in this age because it's too much, but I also want them.
Okay, okay. Good, good. All right. Uh, to the next question.
Haven't
So,
taken any shots yet.
all right. So the next question, since you said you really enjoy like how you come up and like growing up, you, you were a party girl growing up. So tell us a little bit about that. What are like the craziest stories you've seen? Like anything that involves like you peeing in the garage or anything?
You're
Not to call you out, but
stupid. I'll tell you guys two stories. I just so to correct Victor, I was not a party girl growing up. I started partying at 21.
she's lying.
I know I'm not lying. I started partying at 21.
But how many days out of the week were
No,
you?
yes, I partied a lot, but I waited till I was 21. So I wasn't like, a teen getting out of the house partying. Like, definitely not. I was always getting grounded anyway, so I couldn't. But yes, there was this one time. One time, this is how the story went. I was doing good in my fitness journey. I was not necessarily always eating, and my best friend hits me up and he's like, "Hey, let's go out." Bloody bloody blah. I was not intending to go out because I was gonna go to the gym after work.
Shout out
He,
Enrique.
yes, for the trouble. So he tells me, "Hey, let's go out." I think it was like a Wednesday. So, being that we're single, we're chilling. I go out. We go out, and we were both more on the broke side at that time. So we would get a bottle of Smirnoff vodka, chug it
Oh, hell
before,
no.
yes, chug it before we
It's a
went
shot for that
in.
shit. It's a shot for the broke times.
Yes, I'll take a shot for the broke times. But let me tell you the story real quick. So we would, chug the bottle before we went into like the bars, the clubs, anything like that, because obviously we're trying to like get lit, but not pay for so many drinks at the, bar, because we weren't like, you know, that financial to be buying drinks. So we would just already kind of go lit. And I didn't have any food in my system that day. We drank that vodka, which I normally we won't drink vodka. We'll do like
Fucking gross.
Smirnoff, like the drinks, the regular little drinks. And this time we do that vodka. We go in, everything's fine. Maybe an hour tops after we go in, my head starts spinning and I'm like, oh no. But we went in and we just bought one adios. So because we were
GG's.
just gonna buy that adios and I think we were gonna be good for the night. But that adios made everything 10 times worse because obviously I had no food in my system. I had a lot of alcohol for not having any food. And I just felt like I was going like this. And
It's the best
I
times.
no, I had never necessarily I actually had never gone through that feeling. So I saw a guy I knew. He was like a friend I seen there, and I was like, I can't, and like, I need to get out of here. And he tells my best friend like, hey, can we take her to like the car or whatever because she's not feeling good. They both take me, and I'm over here like walking already like this because when we go out of the club, the air hits me and I just start like double spinning. So not good. I don't know where the heck from the club to the car, or the bar to the car, I lost a heel. They didn't pick it up, and
Oh, Cinderella story?
yes, and Ratchet Cinderella, and they put me in the car back seat. Enrique leaves back to party and leaves me in the car all night long.
Shame on you.
We did not get home till 3 in the morning. Why? I don't know. I was in the car the whole time, like freaking spinning, and he was partying it up. And I pretty much ended my night. We got there like at 10:30, 11. I was in the car by 12,
Oh,
and
hell
I
no.
had to wait for Enrique till 3. And I didn't want to get out because I didn't have the keys. I didn't want my car to go off. Like, I knew where I was and everything, but I just was really like dizzy, so I didn't want to get up. So by this time, all those hours, I have to pee. I have to pee. And we're on our way home, and I'm telling him, hey, pull over. Like, I need to pee. I need to pee. He's like, we're almost home. We're almost home. We're also almost out of gas. So he was trying to get to the house because we were almost out of gas. And we pull up, and I freaking get out of the car as fast as I can, being dizzy, nauseous, and everything. And I make it to the garage. And our garage, before we get into the door, there's a little step. Well, once I open my legs to get into the step, I freaking just peed.
This is where I'm up. It's like 4 or 5 in the morning.
It's
I
like
go into
four.
the garage, and then all I hear is like, I peed.
Yeah.
And then I see a big ass charco, and I'm like, oh hell no. And I just go back into my room and go back to sleep because I was
Cause
not
I
dealing
just,
with that shit.
yeah,
Not dealing with that.
but it was like too many hours of holding my pee in. So, yeah, I'll take a shot for the poor
For that
times
ratchetness.
for that ratchet one. But it wasn't like I was ratchet. It just I was really
That's
stuck
pretty
in.
ratchet.
It's ratchet, but it's like I didn't mean to be ratchet. Like I was stuck in a car for so long. I needed a pee. I held it on pretty good because I didn't even
Uh,
want to pee in my car. And then I didn't make it to the restroom. I don't even. I'm glad it was in the garage though, because it would have probably been on the hallway. So I'm
no.
glad.
Oh,
But
hell no.
I'm gonna do a baby shock because I'm sick.
No, 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 no. Take the full shot for the ratchetness.
Like that.
All right,
That's a
all right,
decent
all
shot.
right.
That's a decent shot.
That's acceptable.
Yum.
All
And
right.
then quick other one. I have never told or shared this on.
Oh shit, exclusive?
This is exclusive. I don't think I've never told you. My man, I don't think he knows. Like I didn't remember till the other day. I was talking to a client. Um, and I remember this story, and I was like, oh, that's so funny. So I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna expose myself.
Oh shit.
This is some exclusive ass shit, and I'm not. I'm proud of it because I felt like I was in Too Fast and Too Furious, but I'm not proud of that moment because I shouldn't have happened. But long story short, um, when we would go out partying, there was this one time I went out with all the girls. It was like six of us, and we met these two guys that they like se arrimaron to where we were, and they linked up with us. I guess just maybe to have fun, you know. So it was cool, whatever, whatever. So there were our friends that if we saw at the bar or the club, like hey, you know, like that.
Alright.
So and nothing crazy, nothing like nothing at all. Just there were just people that like would hang out with us whenever they'd run into us at the bars, and they were two like single guys, and obviously a group of us girls.
A
So
bunch of torta pounders.
no, we no, um, and so cool, and we had been like running into them like about a year and a half from here to there, like wherever we'd like see each other. And we were like cool like that. There was this one time one of them got left behind. I don't know if the other one like took a girl home, didn't take him, and he's like, hey, can you give me a ride home? I was already leaving. I think it was one of those nights where like it was like kind of whack. So we were leaving early anyway. And I met the girls there. So I had my own car and the girls had their car. So I was coming home back alone. And he's like, hey, by any chance, can you drop me off? Like, my house is not that far from here, you know, like it's in the same city. And I was like, yeah, for sure. So I take him back to his house. We're conversating all the way to his house. And his house is kind of like in a cul-de-sac, and like the street, the main street that, you know, you get
Okay.
out of the cul-de-sac. So I parked there, and then he crosses the street and then goes into the cul-de-sac
Did he
for
try to raise you up?
no, 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 no. And then
Okay.
he goes into his house, like, you know, in his cul-de-sac. Well, I was dropping him off, you know, and like I see a car coming towards me, like it was backing out of the driveway coming towards me, and I was like, "What the hell?" And he gets out of the car. At this time, he's crossing the street. He's already on the other side of the street, and he's putting his hands up like this, and I'm like, "What? Like what's going on?" You know, to the car. So I'm like, "What is going on?" I had the main street, so I could just literally up and go.
Hmm.
So I literally see, and it's his baby mama.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, I didn't know he was back with his baby mama to begin with. We didn't have anything going on, so it wasn't like I should be tripping.
Yeah.
But the girl was tripping probably because
She saw you.
she saw, you know, a female dropping off her man, and she didn't even bother to have an explanation. You know, he was probably cheating before, and it wasn't with me, so you know, I just got that bad end of the stick. So this girl proceeds to
Oh hell
chase
no.
me down. I'm over here like
You
through the freaking
skirting? You don't even know how to
yes.
drive fast.
I that day I drove like I really want the footage because I was so proud of myself. There was like I didn't know where I was in like I didn't know the area that I
First
was
of all, which
in.
car was it in?
My
Cause
Chrysler,
oh, okay, okay.
yeah,
It would
and
have been funny if it was in the Montero.
oh, that is too funny. That Montero, you the one that messed up.
No,
You the one that has stories in that Montero.
we're not talking about those today.
So yeah, I was in my Chrysler, And I don't know the area that I'm in necessarily. Like I know it generally, but I don't know exactly where I'm at for me to like know what streets to take. So I'm freaking like going. I'm literally going on a 35 mile street, like 65, 70, like trying to hurry the hell up because this girl's coming for me and her little Nissan Altima. And I'm just like, oh
It's
hell
always
no.
the Ultimas.
Yes.
Always the Ultimas.
Yes. And I freaking see a street, like, like a street to go into like more houses. And I literally go, "Arr!" And I freaking swerve like
Holy
so hard
shit.
because I was almost passing it, but I caught it in time where I was able to also go into it. And then I swerved into streets like this and I lost her. And I was like, whoo, that was the biggest thrill of my life. Because I was like, oh, this bitch didn't get me. But it's like, also like, what is she trying to even get me for? Because I'm not the one, and then I don't know what happened. Never saw him after that.
Would you have thrown hands with her?
No, because it's like, dude, I'm not even like with your dude, like we're just friends from the club. Like you got me messed up. Like I would be fighting for a dude that I didn't even anything with. So it just
uh,
sucks. So no, I would not throw hands with her. And two, like I don't fight for men. Like I don't think physical fighting for a man is worth it because if they're already, doing stupid shit, then why are you even fighting for them?
true.
So yeah, that was exposing there, but exposing in the sense that I just feel like I almost got blamed for something that I never did. But it's also really funny because I thought I was in like Too Fast and Too Furious. Like I thought I was Toretto for a moment, for real, for real.
Shit.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that.
All right.
Ratchet times.
Now you have to expose your schedule of your party days. Like, how many days out of the week were you out there
the
partying?
I would definitely go on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Not every single Friday, but for sure was in the schedule. But Mando, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Every day of the
And
week.
then depending on the weekend, if it was like busier Fridays or Saturdays because of like holidays or like, like certain like 4th of July or something, depending on whatever, then it'd be a Friday or Saturday or both.
Through Sunday.
No, no Sundays. We never went out. There was nothing on
That was
Sundays
the
to do.
off day.
That was the off day. Sunday was my only off day, and then Fridays and Saturdays, depending on if there was lit has parties or not, and for sure, Margarita Monday, Taco Tuesday, Wing Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, and Fuck It Up
She
Friday.
was never home, guys. Ever.
But I was living my best life.
No,
So
that's
yeah.
good. You got to live it up. Okay, that's a story that you had with like crazy woman. So I'm about to expose myself a little bit.
Okay. What's
Let's
what's
talk.
up?
Let's talk about the story where you kicked out a girl from this house.
Oh, yes.
Damn.
Let's talk about that story. So, there was this one time, me and Victor, um,
You got to
I
take
f-
a shot for that bullshit too.
you got to take a
You
shot
got to
too.
take a shot for
You
that shit.
too.
All right.
So that day, back in that time, Victor and I lived together. Like like it was just me and him would always used to beef it for reasons that he wouldn't behave in ways that I didn't think were correct. Like I would tell him like no, he'd be like I don't care, and then I'd be like
I'd
okay,
literally just go out and smoke weed. That was
yeah,
it.
but to me,
That was it.
no. And I told him you can smoke weed because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to stop him, but don't do it in the house. Well, I was like, don't bring it in the house. Don't nothing. Go do it outside, but don't bring it in the house. I don't want it in the house. Well, that one day I found joint rolls. And I was like pissed. And I was like, how can I get back at this dude? Because nothing that I
He would
do,
sell them.
I would say, no, I didn't sell them like that. But like, so I would pretty much, I found them. I think I found like three. And I was pissed because I was like, oh, heck no. How am I going to get back at this guy? Because like, he's not listening. He doesn't give any crap about what I tell him. Like,
And I
he's
really
just
didn't.
doing his own thing. Yes. So I was like, oh, hell no. At the time, we were also struggling financially, and I was cutting hair in the garage. And I was like, hey, to a client, oh, I am so pissed because I have these things and I found them for my brother and I'm not happy with it. He tells me I'll buy them. $20 each. And I was like, sick. I need to pay the SDG&E bill. So I was like, fuck it. So his joints paid for the STG&E roll because there were three of them. The guy gave me 60, and that's how the STG&E bill got paid. So I sold them, but for a good cost, which was a bill. Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
And
see?
yeah, but well, yes, but like no, And then I was still pissed at him. He didn't know I sold his joints, and I he was like, "Hey, I'm going to like a little party or kickback, I don't know what, and can I have this girl sleep over? Like she already planned that she was gonna come and stay out here for a day or two. Like, could she please stay at the house? She has nowhere to stay. She doesn't live here. She's from far away.
Shout
This
out Hemmet girls.
she was yeah, which is like what 45, 50 minutes or even more from away from us. Let's say about an hour away from us. So this girl didn't really have where to stay necessarily because she was coming from Hemet. And I was pissed at him for the joints. So he kept bugging me that whole night, like, hey, can she sleep over? Can she sleep over? Can she please stay? Can she please stay? And I was like, nope, keep the energy. Like, you didn't listen to me when I told you not to bring those things around. You didn't want to listen. So here we are. Nope. And that's how I knew I could get him back just that way, right? Like in my mind, I was like, nope, 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 nope. That girl's not coming in the house.
See how petty she is?
And I was just like, okay, okay, okay. Nope, 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 nope. So he kept bugging all night long, like till 1, 2 in the morning type of vibes. And I was out till that time. I came back home and I fell asleep like 1:30 in the morning. I don't know what time you got home.
It's probably around the same time.
Maybe like an hour 40 minutes later. I was knocked out. He comes in and he's super quiet because obviously I have a German shepherd and she's very very alert of everything. So he was trying to get her in without like having the dog here and me here, and obviously like not get caught up. He sneaks her into his room, and our rooms are across from each other. So he sneaks her into the room, and it's a Friday night going on to Saturday. And Saturdays, I would work really early, so I'd have to get up really early. And I get up, and I'm over here, like, gonna get ready for work and stuff. And he's just in the hallway at 6 in the morning, just like,
Insert the Beetlejuice meme right here. The one that he's like, "What are you doing?"
I'll
I'm just
try.
chilling. I'm just chilling.
What are you doing?
Hmm?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Nothing, just hanging around.
Yeah, literally. Like, he's just like, I'm like, are you gonna go into your room? He's like, yeah, in a little bit. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, I was like, well, go in. And he's like, no, I will. Like in a little bit. And I was like, okay. And he never really does that. He just goes in and doesn't care. He's just very whatever, very demure. And he wasn't going into his room. And by this time I was up, the dogs were starting to get up. So of course the German shepherds were gonna smell,
They're gonna snitch me out.
yeah, smell that there was a girl. So he doesn't come in, and I'm like, oh hell no, the girl's in his room. And me and him are going at it in the hallway, and the girl can hear everything. And I'm
Everything,
literally
and
like,
she's not quiet either.
who? Me?
You.
Oh. And I'm like, get the fuck out of the room, get out. You better hop through the window because me and my dog are going in, like all this stuff. Like I was just saying like the pettiest shit. I do feel bad
She don't give a fuck. She
now,
don't give a
but
fuck.
at the time I did definitely not. And I am proud. I'm proud of that story because now we're sharing it here with you guys. But yes,
Hey, shouts out to her. She's a real one. But
the
like,
girl,
I ghosted her because that was
that
too
was embarrassing.
embarrassing. That's too much. I couldn't.
Yeah, so I pretty much chased her out of the house. He had to go drop her off all the way in Hemet. He was super pissed at me. We went call my mom. My mom used to live in Mexico, and my mom's like, "Leave the girl alone. Like, let him just be. Like, yeah, she's already there. Like, what are you gonna do?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm not leaving till she gets out of the house. I don't care if I'm late to work. I don't care. She's not
So
leaving."
bad.
Yes,
So embarrassing.
so embarrassing. Excuse me, you guys hear my dogs. And so he super pissed. My mom's super pissed at me. And cool. Like we're mad at each other. We're mad at each other and the girl gets kicked out. I guess yeah, like he's saying he goes to her because obviously it was a lot of embarrassment for him, which my bad.
Hella.
But at the time I
Hella.
was being petty. But that's because you were being petty. If you wouldn't
I
have
wasn't being
brought those
petty, dude.
joints.
I was just living my life, you know?
No.
I wasn't bothering anyone.
I
Just
told
doing
you,
my
don't bring
thing.
them in the house. Don't bring them in the house. They were in the house. So yeah, that's what happened.
That's that
I
story.
chased her out like that. I was like, "Don't come back here again." Da, da, da. Yeah, it was really bad.
Say half of the stuff you're saying.
I don't remember.
That's so bad. It's so embarrassing. But all right, next question. It's exposing me too, but it
I
kind of
like these
like
discussions.
it's kind of like similar to the next one, to the last one, and it's basically on a scale of 1 to 10. How mad at you when you caught me tripping balls off mushrooms in this
Oh,
room?
I wasn't mad. I was scared because I've never done any form of drugs. I've only ever had alcohol.
Don't
And
do drugs,
so
guys.
don't do drugs, guys. And I didn't know what was going on with him and I was scared because I was like, am I supposed to take him to the hospital? Do I call the police?
I
But if
was
I
tripping
he
balls,
was
guys. I
tripping.
was talking to God.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, he was like, and I was like, what? And then he's like, and I was like, what is going on? So
uh,
I was scared for him. I was scared for myself. I didn't know what to do. I caught him at like 1, 2 in the morning. So at that time, like, what do you do? And I didn't want to wake anybody up just yet because I was like, who do I call? Like, what do I do? And so I was like, if I call the cops, they're gonna fucking arrest us. Like, there's drugs in the house. Like, I didn't know what to think. There wasn't, but in my head, I'm like, what do I do? I didn't want to take him to the hospital because I didn't know if that was right or wrong. Excuse me. And I just didn't know what to do. So I wasn't mad. I was just more scared that he was going through like an exorcism or something. Like I didn't know what to expect. I've never dealt with people any kind of drugs, never experienced what they look like or what the symptoms are. So I had no idea what was going on. I just told him, "What did you take? What did you take?" And like I kept repeating that. And after a little while, he
and
like
obviously, off a
pointed.
shroom trip, you're not like fully here. So, just the backstory, I took like 10 grams. So, I was tripping balls. So, I didn't even know who she was for a second. She's over here asking me like who I was and everything. And I was over there in Wonderland.
Yeah.
That's fun times. Fun times.
Yeah, but then I made him trip out because I was like interrogating him, but I was just scared. He was
Yeah,
over there
I thought
trying to have a good trip.
it
But
was a
what
trip.
happened was he was chilling. We would always mind our business. Everybody would be in their own room minding our business. But it was like 1 in the morning, going on to two, and there kept this song that kept repeating and repeating and repeating. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And I thought he had fallen asleep with the lights on and the music on because he kind of just sometimes knocks out and leaves everything on. So I thought that was what's going on. And at 2 in the morning, everything's so quiet that that song kept playing and I could not fall asleep because that song kept going on and on and on. And I was like, what the hell? Well, let me go turn off everything for him since he like passed out. Well, when I do, he's over here like on a sick one, and I'm just like, what the hell? And that's when everything happens, and I catch him, and he tells me like he just points at the closet, and I find a little baggie of like is eating up shrooms, and I'm like,
It was literally
what the
just the
hell?
dust.
He literally, maybe like one little shroom in there left, and so it was just kind of like I didn't know what to do. So I wasn't mad. I was freaking terrified.
Nice story.
Traumatized me. You're like
uh,
next.
next.
Oh no, you're taking a shot for that actually.
Oh hell no! You're taking a shot for the
No,
girl then.
that's what I'm saying. You're taking
Okay.
a shot for the
Okay.
girl, the shrooms, and
You're
all the trauma you've
tripping.
given me.
What the fuck? What do I get a full?
Because you're not sick.
Salud.
Cheers.
Viva Mexico.
It's
Ugh. It's not that bad. Yeah, it is.
not bad. It's
That's all right.
good. Chamita thought it was bomb.
It just faded already. All right, but okay, this is a Cállate la boca first. Sandra doesn't know I'm doing this, but I brought my wax pen today, and she's gonna take a
No,
hit for the
I
first
am
time
not. You don't even
live on
have a
camera.
no. You don't
No,
have
I'm
a
just kidding.
wax pen.
I just wanted to get her reaction. Um,
Heck no.
but all right.
That was it.
No, no,
Oh,
no. Last, I got like two more questions, but okay, this one kind of segues into because I felt like I kind of betrayed you, but this next one is
you've always
what
betrayed me.
was no, fuck you. What was what is your biggest betrayal in your life? Like with
Betrayal.
a friend or family or
My worst betrayal has been I used to have a best friend.
what's her
Her
name?
I won't expose her name, but I'll expose her first letter of her name.
What she look like?
What's her social?
uh,
What city does she live in? No, her letter, what is it? Her name started with a J, and we're talking past tense because she's dead to me now. And I'm just kidding. um, and yeah, she betrayed me the worst because she was a girl that I fully trusted. I felt like I had a really good friendship with her. I met her when I was in 5th grade. She was in 6th grade. We weren't best friends since the beginning, but that's how long we knew each other that I felt like she could be my best friend. And she knew a lot of stuff about me. I knew a lot of stuff about her. And we always used to also go out together. I always had her back. Somewhat, she had mine, and I felt like I was a really good friend to her. Period. And she betrayed me because I felt like she let a man get into in between both of us, and she chose her man instead of like
was that man worth it, in your
I.
opinion?
I don't think so. I think her man is trash. Um, and till this day, she's still with him and everything. I do wish them the best. I hope that that dude ever, if he ever like values a human being, he changes because he's just pretty much trash
Why did you get
shit.
banned on TikTok?
Because I sent him a message. So I'm gonna tell you guys,
uh,
she betrayed me because I felt like she chose him over me, which is fine in a way because of course that's her life, but I felt like I had a really good valid reason to why she should have looked out for herself also, and she also, should have just seen that he's just trash, and I don't think that she loves him and I don't think he loves her, so I don't even think it's worth it, but that's just my humble opinion. Um eh,
she's just a hater.
who, me?
Yeah.
Hell no. Over that? No, let me tell you. I could be a hater, but not for that one. And let's not say. And so he has been stalking me. So it's been like what, like 5, 6 years since we have not been friends. I haven't seen her. She hasn't seen me. Like we don't nothing. And like I said, she pretty much ended our friendship because of her man. So he has been like stalking my social medias throughout the time, years. And I have been quiet because I just pretty much just see his profile, see that he views my stuff, I catch him on it, and I block him. TikTok, Instagram, everything that is accessible to him to see, he like definitely looks. So this one time, and mind you, he makes different profiles. So I literally have,
That's just weird.
it is weird. And I have several profiles of him like blocked already. So I'm assuming like, oh, I block him, he's good, like he won't see my shit. No, he makes more and more and more and more.
Don't
So
do that, guys. That's
don't.
just weird.
That's weird. That's fucking sketchy. And so this one particular last time, he ends up looking me up on TikTok. He ends up saving two of my videos, and that
What
trips me
videos were
out.
they?
I don't remember right now,
They
but
like thirst trap ones or just random
no,
ones?
no, I don't have thirst traps. It was maybe like a me one like lip singing a song, and like I don't remember what the other one was. Point is like he saved those two videos, so it's just kind of like you're stalking my shit, you're saving videos, you're freaking cringe, like ew, no. So I send him a message on TikTok, and I pretty much tell him, hey, you piece up, and like leave me the heck alone, like literally, like what the heck are you
Read out
doing?
the message. I'm just
No.
kidding.
And I guess I use violent words, and TikTok banned me from messaging or getting
Very
messages.
violent words.
Very violent words, because I was so pissed. Like, how not only did you like really try to like fuck shit up with me, and you're disrespecting your wife now, and you're saving my videos, like you're weird for it. So piece of shit, no. And so I pretty much just send him a little message. I got banned on TikTok from getting and receiving messages, sending out messages, everything, for a whole month because I used violent words on the message, and that
She
was
used the
my
N word.
warning. No, I didn't. I said black, a black piece of shit. um so yeah, I'm pissed because I got banned for defending myself. And yes, I was violent, but it was for a good reason. Like I should have explained to TikTok, like, no, this dude se pasó, but they don't care, and I got banned. And that was a warning. I'm pretty sure if next time I do it, I'm gonna get like my whole TikTok down. So I won't
You
do
don't
that
want to be
again.
doing that. Yeah. You're
But
trying to go up right now. You're trying to build this stuff.
yes,
Can't be
yes,
getting banned this early on, you know?
exactly. But yeah, she betrayed me the most because I felt like it was one thing after another, after another, after another. I don't know why. And yep,
Damn, that
her.
sucks. Damn. All right. So this one kind of goes hand in hand with the other one too, but like, what's the corniest? This is probably like the last question, but
Okay,
what's the corniest thing a guy's slid into your DMs with or done on a date where it just gives you like the grossest icks?
the
Because like
ick.
I've seen like I have homegirls and they be showing me like screenshots of guys pointing their hearts out, and then it's just this is why I don't trust hoes, bro.
Um,
Because they be like talking behind your back. Sucks.
I definitely didn't like when people got one thing. Well, I don't. I'm already juntada, so I don't have these issues anymore. But one thing I did hate when I was like on the dating time, when guys would just send you D pics, like
Oh hell no, you got that?
yeah, and like not many, but like it's just kind of like what. It's not cute. Like, what do you want me to like look at? Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, no, that I felt like that was the cringiest shit
Pull them
ever.
out and rate them right now on camera.
I don't even have them. And it was just weird. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, what expression am I supposed to have? Like, it's just weird. And it's like I don't even know you. Like, I've never even met you. Like, why you even sending me that? It's weird.
So how do
That
you feel like when you get that? Is it just like, oh shit, what the fuck, or
well,
like
you open it thinking it's like a selfie or like like I don't know, some type of something else, and then boom, you see that
it's
and you're
just a
like, oh
schmeat?
shit. And it's like sometimes you're in public and you're opening other shit up and te sale that
Una
stupid,
riata?
yeah, and it's just like what. So it's just kind of like who saw you, who saw you looking at this stuff. But yeah, definitely don't like that. And the cringiest stuff somebody's told me is like, I don't know what's the cringiest thing, like that somebody's told me, but it's just kind of like when they're like, "Hey, what's up, ma? What you doing tonight?" Like, oh,
Hey, your mom, what you doing?
yeah, like that. Like, she's like,
You don't
no,
like that shit?
no,
No.
no.
What else? What else? What about corny pickup lines or like when a guy like be doing too much? You know, like on the first, like they don't
Oh,
even
do
know
you
you.
remember that time we went to Walmart looking for a vacuum when we used to live in the apartments, and I was looking like senora as fuck, like
Oh,
not
there was some
even,
guy trying to hit you up, huh?
yeah, and
Okay,
like
okay, kind of remember that.
and we were like looking up for like a vacuum, and he freaking just like I was looking dusty and we were just like cleaning.
He
So
thought you
like
were fine.
yeah, he comes up to me with his friend and he's like, "Hey, what's up, mother?" And I'm like, "What?" And this dude leaves me alone. Like he walks away and leaves me alone. And I'm just like,
I had to troll her
"Oh
a little bit. I just like, I'm
no!"
not
And I was
dealing with
just
this
like,
shit.
Vic, I got to go with my brother. Like I can't leave him alone. Like I'm sorry, bye. That was the weirdest thing ever. Like how you're hitting on a girl at Walmart in the
What about the
vacuum.
99-cent store guy? What about that?
Oh, that one was cringe. So there was this guy, probably just came out of prison, started working at a taco place, and I was minding my business, buying decorations at the 99-cent store for like fall and stuff, and randomly a guy goes, "God damn!" And I'm like, "What?" Like I'm over here like buying decorations, so I'm like, "What?" He's like, "What's up, ma?" And I'm like, "Ew." Like I'm like, "Hi." He's like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Ooh." And I think I told him like another name too, like Michelle or something. And then he's like, "Oh, okay." I think I said Cassandra because I couldn't think that fast because he caught me off a guard. And then he's like, "Oh, I work at this taco shop." And I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." He's like, "Hey, you're down there?" Like, and I was like, "What?" Like, no. And I was like, "I'm married. I'm
Gotta throw it out
sorry."
there sometimes, you never know.
He straight out just said, "Let's dive in." And I was like, "No." He's like, I work now. Like, I got you. Like, and I was like, "No, I'm good. Like, I'm married. Like, I can't." "Oh, where's your ring?" "Oh, I didn't wear it today." "Oh, you have a number?" And I'm like, "No, I don't have a phone. I don't have a phone." He's like, "It's in your pocket." And I'm like, "Oh, it's not mine. It's my work phone." "Oh, okay." And he just kind of felt awkward and left. And I was just kind of like, ew. I got all my decorations and like paid real quick. I'm out. I'm out. But yeah, super ratchet stores, super ratchet guys.
Super ratchet guys. Take no for an answer, everyone out here. That's just an
When they say
advice.
no, just understand it's a
It's a no.
no.
It's a no. Don't be doing too much.
Yeah. Just take your L and walk away on to the next. There's many girls. But don't be cringy either, because that's why they say no. So yeah. What's the cringy shit you done to pick up a girl?
The cringy shit. I don't
Yes.
really think I do cringy shit. It's just more so like the first time I had a girlfriend. Looking back at it, it cringes me out because I was doing way too much, dude. Like I was ready to like lay my heart down on the line. I would like get her stuff. She wasn't even my girl or whatever.
Was it the one that starts with an F? Oh.
Yeah. But I would write her love letters and shit. But like some like deep poetry shit that I don't even know where the fuck I'd pull that out of. Like straight up, it's like if I would like to read that now, I'd slap myself.
Can I post a picture of you hugging the unicorn that you gave her?
Yeah, you could post that. Yeah, but I wasn't even dating her when I gave her that unicorn, and it was like looking back at it, it's like it's cute because it's like, damn, I used to be
It
like,
was genuine.
I was genuine, but at the same time, it's like, bro, I was just, nah,
Doing too
I would
much.
never do that again unless
Maybe for the right girl.
for the right girl for sure. But nah,
For the
that was
right
cringe. That was cringe,
price.
bro. Like I was doing way too much for that,
Yeah.
straight up.
But at least it was a good, I think overall it was a good girl. I think it
It
was
was a
a
good learning experience for
it's a
sure.
good, yeah, it was a good learning experience. It wasn't like she was experienced and she was using you. Like, no, I think it was like not a bad person
Nah, she
to
was a good
do
girl.
that with. Huh?
Shout out.
What?
I said she was a good girl.
Yeah,
Shout
she was
out.
a decent, pretty good girl. They had their falling out, and obviously that was done there and then. But I don't feel like it was one of those girls that like tries to like use you. So at least she
That
was
was my
genuine.
Canon event that turned me into a demon. So, I mean,
Now he's on demon time only. So
but
yes,
yeah, basically wraps up all the questions I had for
yes,
you today. I had to switch it up on you. You're always
yeah.
asking the
That was
questions.
interesting. That was interesting. That was good ones.
I didn't want to get exposed, so I didn't want you to ask me questions.
One last question for you though.
Oh hell no.
I just got it in my head. What's one thing that you're proud of for yourself?
For myself,
Hmm.
shit, I'm basically
And
just
for me.
shit.
And for
I'm
me.
just kidding. Nah. For myself,
Because he never tells me anything. We don't really show
we
love
don't
around
show
here.
compassion with each other.
Yes.
It's because it's a weird dynamic. I tell you, it's like she's basically like my mom, so I'm not gonna like, oh yeah, I love you.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but we know we got each other's back anyway. But yeah.
But biggest accomplishments is with the amount of freedom I had growing up and like the influences I had, like I could have been in
Worse.
really bad situations, but I've always like been able to like learn from people's mistakes and make myself get on top at the end of the day. And like right now, like I have like a really good job. I got all my stuff taken care of. I'm not missing anything. I have a beautiful family, roof over my head. I'm pretty humble, so like I have what
Yes.
I need right now, and I'm super grateful for that. And then for my sister, she's always been hard on me, and it's always like been on the back of my mind growing up, just like being out and everything. So I think that kept me out of trouble, just like having the idea of like, damn, I'm gonna get bitched at by her. I'm gonna get bitched at by her. So it always
So it
stopped me from
works.
like
It works.
it always stopped me from like doing anything too crazy because I'd always have her in the back of my mind, and like at the end of the day, I never wanted to get her in trouble just because she was like my guardian. So I never wanted to anything I did. I never wanted it to fall back on any one of my family members. So I always like kept it mellow, Just I was on demon time, but not like super
There's
like
been
crazy
times he
time.
does some risky stuff and then he'll pull back. But it's like, I don't know. It's like, it could be worse.
A lot
A
worse.
lot
A
worse.
lot worse.
But I feel like now, in this current time, it's where like you actually sit here and rationalize decisions now, because now if you're drinking, you'll call me to pick you up, and you'll know that if it's like three,
Don't
four,
drink
five
and
in the
drive,
morning,
guys.
don't drink
Ever.
and drive ever.
Ever.
I'm sorry. And I feel like now you finally like get it to the full potential. And my scariest thing is like, even for me, like, or any of us, it's like drinking and driving is one thing, like boom, get a DUI, cool, like get caught, okay, fine, type of thing, in the sense of
Don't
like,
get that shit either. That's just
don't
whack.
do that either. But I'm saying like that would be the only like like
Consequence?
consequence, okay, because it only involves you and you only, type of thing, but you should not do that. But the scarier part of a DUI drinker, or a person drinking under the influence, is you can hurt yourself and you can hurt other families and break other families for not thinking that through at least once and not having somebody to rely on to pick you up, or have your back at least when it's that. Because sometimes it's like you're just trying to go out, go have a good time, and next thing you know, it's not that you necessarily try to get drunk or anything. It's a little bit on the more like
On the borderline side, where it's like
where you shouldn't be doing it, and you might not make it home safely because se te subió, and like the air hits you sometimes and the alcohol hits you some type of way. You're like, dang, I only had like two or three. I've had more before and I've been better. Like, so it's just like always call someone to pick you up. If they don't,
always, and
call
not
me.
Uber is always cheaper. I'm just gonna tell you that right
Yes.
there. I don't know how, but it's cheaper.
Yeah. I mean,
I've
it's not
heard
cheap. You think like, fuck, $100 or this and that, but it's like,
that
believe
compared to
me.
10,000, it makes a difference.
Yes. And I mean, just having you problems, carrying on problems from other families, because I have had stories of people who have had their family be like drinking and they have killed someone, or like somebody in the car got killed too, and those are things that you live with and you don't necessarily ever like let go of because it's trauma. It's like you wish you would have done something different if you would have just thought about it a little harder that day. So just don't drink and drive ever. It's not worth it. If nobody picks you up, call me. Like, I'll go get your ass. Like, straight up. Like, I
Straight
don't.
up, she will.
Yeah, like I don't care what time, where you are, how long I have to drive. Like, I'll go get your ass because I just feel like it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I've always tried to be like telling him pretty much that, because I've had this incident where like I went out. I did take a friend that I thought was like just a cool guy friend to go with, and we met up other friends at the club, and he was basically a promoter. He had gotten me like a party bus before, so I thought we were like cool. And we're at the club, and he tells me, oh, if you give me a ride to the club, I'll let you and your friends in for free. And I mean, the club and the parking and everything, and like by the time you're even going to the club, it's already like 50, $60. And so it's just kind of like, damn, like if we could save that, $20 for the entrance, why not? So we're like, okay, cool. I take him because he's a promoter. So he goes in, he lets us in, and he tells my guy best friend, like, you're lucky you're even in here for free because it's because of her. And like, I didn't know that the promoter told that to my friend, and my friend was just like, what the hell? Like, you said you would let us in if she bought you. So it's a, one for one.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? So obviously I had to take him back. If unless he found a girl or something to go with that night or whatever, then not. But like if not, then obviously I knew I had to take him back if at the end of the night. Well, I didn't drink that much, but when I went out of the club, the alcohol kind of hit me, the air. And so I was driving and I was like, I felt a little like more buzzed than I normally would. And he tried to like hop over the car, like the so he was a passenger, and he tried to like hop over and try to like make out with me, and I was like, fuck no, like you're not my type, you're short, you're skinny, like you're not, no, we're not
All
doing
that.
that. Yeah, like no. And like I'm not in the best conditions for me to even be doing decisions like this. Like just it was just a no. He was not my type. Not I don't like him, nothing like that. Like heck no.
Don't be doing that shit either, guys.
That's freaking cringe as hell and nasty and no. And so I was like, I was just trying to get home. So I was driving so fast. I was buzzing. So I was obviously I couldn't miss a lane or car for going that fast because I was seeing blurry. I was
But was it
driving.
lit though?
It was, it was, no, I was scared. I wanted to get him away. Like I wanted to drop him off already. And then on top of it, I drop him off and he leaves his house keys in my car. And he tells me, like, go back. I'm like, hell no, I don't go back. And I'm like, I got you home.
That's as far as
That's
you
as
need
far
to
as I'm
go.
going. I'm not doing this cold key bullshit. So I never took his keys back. I'm like, hell no, like you're done. That's it. And never did I ever do that ever again. But it's just like it was risky to even be buzzing like that and then be on top of it scared, not be in the car with somebody that I wanted to be in the car with. Like I just didn't want him in the car, period. But how would I get him out, I felt like it was also my responsibility to drop him off since I picked him up, and it's just a big no. So I was super pissed. And then, yeah, but definitely could have gone into an accident. It could have been a lot worse for me. And I was under the influence. And ever since then, I was like, nope, we're not doing that ever again. And yeah, thankfully, I've never had any problems with partying or drinking. So very blessed for that. But I mean, could have very well happened to me too, where I could have issues. So it's not worth it. It's not.
Definitely not.
Have fun, but be safe about it. Surround yourself with people that you trust, that you can count on no matter what, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to get you home safe and your friends safe and everything like that. So, yeah. And I feel like you have pretty cool friends that they're like chill. So,
Yeah,
I feel like,
we have each other's backs,
yeah,
so we don't want to be on no bullshit either. You know,
yeah.
we've
And
already done our mamadas in the past.
yes, and I pick them up and they're over here telling me like their stories from the club, and it's so funny
We
because
don't need
they're
to
all.
expose.
Yeah, I won't expose any stories, but it's just funny because they're drunk, they're buzzing. Like the last time, they were like, "Oh, we want to go to Tacos El Gordo." There I am taking them to Tacos El Gordo,
Like 3 a.m. Shouts out. Shouts out.
literally. And I was like, I know what it feels like you're buzzing. You want to, eat some food, and it's buzzing. And
Fuck tacos El Gordo though. That shit's tax as fuck.
oh yes,
Fuck
now
that
hell
place.
yeah, but it's good. It's not bad.
On your butt, yeah, but it's still tax as fuck.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that wraps up the end of the video, right?
That wraps up. But I just wanted to leave it on this note. Another thing I'm proud of is like there's a lot of situations I put you in. I'm not gonna expose those either because this isn't my podcast. But
Oh, exposed,
I just want
exposed. You
to
took
no
over
no no
today.
no no no. But I just want to say thank you. Like you could have like said fuck me like many times because there's no reasons that you should have had like my back like that. But just want to say thank you. Come here, bring it, bring
Bring
it,
it in, bring it
bring it,
in.
bring it, bring it.
And then we're gonna be like, ah.
But yeah, it
Yeah.
basically like wraps it up. Shouts out to Gran Malo like usual.
Yes, please sponsor us whenever you're ready. We'll be right
We're
here
ready.
writing it out
She's
with
about to
you.
chug half this bottle right
Heck
now.
no,
Take
I'm
another
not.
shot.
No, you.
You,
You. We'll take
you.
one for the end.
All right, take
I'll
one
do
right
one
now.
here, you do one there.
All right, sounds good.
And also, I don't know if you guys saw, did you see that they're bringing out a Jamaica flavor?
I did not, but I did hear about it from Chino. So shouts out Chino, and maybe on the next episode or so
We'll
we'll
have
try
it.
it.
Yeah,
We'll see.
hopefully they have
Always
it out.
repping.
Yes. So you guys let Gran Malo know that we want to get sponsored because we've
Shouts
been
out
writing.
Cállese la boca.
Yes, we've been writing out with them. And then, of course, shout out to Cállate la Boca. Cheers.
And that's a wrap. Hopefully you guys like this episode. Don't
Yes.
forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Follow all her businesses,
I'll
Sweet
put the little
Junkie
links.
Delights,
Yeah.
and what's the other one? Your Rama one?
Well, that's
What's
Sweet
part of
Junkie
it? But
Delights, Cállate la Boca, Podcast 01. And of course, you guys can follow me on my personal one, Blurry Fates,
oh yeah, she's a
Yuritsi.
barber too. So
Yes,
you
I
guys
do it
need a
all.
fresh cut. She hooked it up not too long ago. It's like musty right now because I don't do my hair, but
But
still, it's clean.
do fresh haircuts. Yeah, so we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.